Hi. So today we're going to be buddy taping our athletes' fingers here. So right off the bat, have you been taped before?
Yes.
Yes? Are you allergic to tape or sprays?
No.
No? Can I touch you?
Yes.
So I'm going to be taping 2 strips around your fingers here, around the proximal phalanx and the middle phalanx, sort of avoiding the joint space so they can sort of still bend if they need to.
Okay.
So for buddy taping, you want to basically operate like Spock. So you want to tape the index and middle together and the ring and pinky together. Never like this, never like that. You want to separate them into their pairs like this. So for this one, I'm going to say I'm taping these two,
Okay. Pointer.
the index and middle finger.
Index.
So I'm going to check PMS for those fingers. Okay, do you feel that?
I do.
You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you wiggle those fingers? You don't have to wiggle them together.
Oh.
Afterwards, you'll be wiggling them together.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty, now just hold them together, please.
The other ones can just be out of the way like
Yep.
that? Okay.
Yeah, just like making a sort of gun sort of thing, you know?
Okay. Not like I don't have to be in perma-cap and Spock.
No, you can, like, whatever's comfortable for you. So, again, I'm going to do the proximal side. So, proximal. The materials I'm using is like a sort of half-width athletic tape. You can use actual finger tape as well. It's a bit thinner, but I'm just using this for the sake of demonstration and that I don't have the other on hand. So next, right there. So again, second strap. You have to do 2 straps for a buddy tape, otherwise you won't get the immobilizing effect that you want. So we got that. So now they are taped together to their buddy. I'm going to recheck PMS. Okay. Okay. Do you feel that?
I do.
Do you feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you wiggle them? Can you wiggle them at the distal joint as well?
A little bit.
A little bit? It's not ideal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip this in half.
Oh, it's because the tape is wide?
Yeah, it's because the tape's wide. It's covering the joint, which it shouldn't be. So I just ripped the tape in half. And then this should make for a better sort of buddy tape strap. So I'm going to put this one sort of here. Alrighty. Try now.
Much better.
Much better?
Mm-hmm.
Is this one impeding you too?
A little bit, but not
Yeah?
a lot.
I may as well. I have 2 strips now. So I can just make sure that's the same length. Yep. I may as well swap it out. I've already ripped them anyway. So if it's more comfortable for the athlete, screw it. There we go. Now we've done our strips. I'm going to recheck PMS just one more time because I basically took it off again. Okay? You feel that?
I
You
can.
feel that? Can you wiggle your fingers? Just give me try and move them. Is it getting them enough motion?
Oh, yeah. That's
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Perfect. So now, some sports you can play with this. I'm going to assume it's a sport where you can, like for example, hockey. There are some instances I would use this where they wouldn't return to play, like a severe sprain is basically the gist, but they can usually still play with this tape job. So I'm going to assume that. What sport do you play?
I play hockey.
You play hockey. So those fingers are going to go in a glove together, and they're sort of just going to sit there together. They're just going to move together, so you can slowly play with that. So for functional movements, I'm going to for return to play, I'm going to start her off just wiggling your fingers into flexion extension. How does that feel?
Feels good.
Alrighty, I'm going to do multi-axial movements now. So I want you to sort of do finger circles. Okay, do like 4 or 5 of them. Go the other way, yeah. How's that feel?
Good.
Alrighty, I'm going to move on to balance and agility testing. So agility testing, I want you to sort of move your fingers to try and touch my palm, okay?
Oh, okay.
Try and just move at the finger joint. I'll just sort of alternate so you can flex, extend, flex,
okay.
extend. Okay. Balance, so I want you to stop me from moving your fingers around. Yeah, this one's fun, huh? Okay, now we're gonna move on to sport motions. So for the fingers, the main thing you have to do is be able to grasp your stick. So I want you to just practice holding your stick and maneuvering your stick with it. Sort of like go through the motions of a pass 5 times slowly.
1, 2, 3,
Okay,
4.
okay.
You're not on ice.
Next we're going to do, I'm also going to do some stick handling, potentially just some back and forth. Okay, just to make sure your fingers like can handle the maneuvering of the stick. And next we're going to get you and your equipment on the ice, and we're going to have you move through the motions of those 2 things again.
Okay.
Last after that, we're going to add a puck. So what I'd have you do is I'd actually have you taking shots. I'd probably I'd tell you to do 5 wrist shots, 5 slap shots, passing against the wall.
My stick is here. It's magical.
What's that?
My stick.
It's the wrong way.
It's okay.
Okay. So you'd shoot wrist shots, snap shots, slap shots, 5 of each, just to make sure you can do them. On a net.
Shots, come on.
I'd also potentially have you pick corners with it too, to make sure you can get the puck where you need to go. Lastly, and then I would also for that have you pass, just passing,
Okay.
and then passing back with a player, fast, different speed, pass, off the boards, sort of thing.
Okay.
Lastly, I would add an opponent, so I'd have you shooting on a goalie, or trying to deke around a defender, or pass with a defender covering you. And then lastly is recreation of the injury. So a finger sprain, I'm going to assume this is just a simple sort of support each other. So I would assume like a varus stress or valgus stress of the middle finger, potentially,
Yeah.
because you're giving it that valgus support, yeah. Or varus support, sorry, it's a varus finger, so LCA of the finger. And so that would be like sort of a finger got caught on something and on the side as you were going like this maybe,
Yes.
and got caught like that.
Yes. Got caught on another player's.
Yeah.
Jersey.
And we would potentially do a situation where it could happen, and that's it.
Huh.
That's the tape job and the return to play steps. Yeah, that's it.